Who are you? Sotomayor. A message to one Mr. Tommy Sotomayor. I'm going to start it off with a little scenario that happened just yesterday. I was with my daughter, and we were going to CVS to get a prescription filled, or actually to pick up a prescription for her mother. And on the way, damn, what? On the way into CVS, my daughter's like, yo, do you hear that? What's that? And it was 4 bitches in a side parking lot of the CVS, a McDonald's parking lot. And they were just cursing, yelling, stomping, snapping, and doing just 4 of them, all at the same time. Arguing over something. I don't give a fuck. And so I'm like, yeah, they over there arguing, showing their ass off. I'm like, but we gonna go on in here, get this prescription, and don't even worry about them. So we go in, get the prescription. Took maybe all of 5 minutes at very most. And on the way, walking out of the store, she's like, hey, you know what, can we go to McDonald's so I can get me a milkshake? Even though I make the best milkshakes on the planet, but for what it is, okay, they can make it easier on me. That means when I get back to the house, a nigga don't have to make a milkshake. But I'm like, yeah, definitely. We'll go through there. We'll go through the drive-thru, grab your milkshake real quick, and then we'll be on the way back to the house. As we're getting into the car at the CVS parking lot, we're still hearing this shit. And she's just like, shaking her head, just like, what? I'm used to it. Because I know how grown people act in public when there's drama or there's or they're in distress or some bullshit like that. They don't know how to handle it like adults, taking it to their house or in clothes, not letting everybody in the public fucking hear and know that they got quarrels with each other. So anyway, we get in the car. We're on the way to go through McDonald's drive-thru. I have my window down. This is the epitome of how black bitches act. I got all of it. And we still heard it because now we're in their parking lot. We're in the park. But for what it is, fuck it. It wasn't McDonald's parking lot anymore. It was their parking lot because they made it theirs. So we go on the drive-thru and we can hear these motherfuckers from the drive-thru. The drive-thru over here, we was in this part of the parking lot because the CVS parking lot was over there. And she could still hear him. She was like, Day? I'm like, uh-huh. He was like, I hope they don't hit. I'm like, what? He's like, no, I hope they don't hit. I hope they don't start hitting each other and then they get in trouble. And I just got to thinking, this is coming from my 8-year-old daughter. To see adults acting in this way, as ignorant as they were acting, my 8-year-old daughter felt empathy and felt a need to say something to me, saying that I hope they don't make it escalate to something worse and then the cops get called in and niggas go to jail pretty much. Whatever, boom, order the milkshake. But like I said, after that I'm just thinking, I'm like, damn man, like if an 8-year-old can, if an 8-year-old can have an outlook on something and an actual more rational thought process of something that's going on, of what it should be and what shouldn't even exist, I'm like, I almost have to say something. As we were getting the milkshake, it was hilarious because I guess they had been out there for even longer than that. By this time, that's been 10 minutes. We've been seeing these niggas go through this. But it was funny because it was 4 white chicks in the damn Walmart, nigga, in the McDonald's, laughing at them, pointing at them, like making fun of them, like doing they like pretty much just acting like them, pretty much making fun of them. And I'm just like, yo, this was crazy. But like after that, that's when I felt the need to do where I just so I'm like, okay, bet, you got the milkshake, boom. I grab my camera because I keep my camera bag on me at all times. So I pull out the Sony and roll by a couple times with the passenger side window down, just getting a couple seconds. But then I'm like, you know what, fuck that, because I was just gonna do a funny video, just like dumb nigga bitches acting a fool as usual in public. But then I'm like, you know what, fuck that, ain't enough. So I ride back around and I roll my window down, or I stop where they are, because it was a Expedition, then like a Honda. They were in between them. Boom. So anyway, I'm right in front of them in the car, roll down the window, and I'm just looking. And they still arguing, and then they see me in the corner of the aisle, but they still arguing. So I start making these noises like gorillas, like crazy chimpanzees. So I'm just like out the window. And then all four of them stopped. They all four stopped, looked at me, and then questioned each other. You know him? You know this nigga? Who the fuck is this nigga? So they unified real quick. They stopped arguing for probably, they probably been out there damn 20 minutes. But they stopped their argument to come together, form up like Voltron, and probably try to start attacking me. So and then the one girl comes, she didn't come up, but she like, who the fuck are you? This ain't none of your business. This ain't none of your business. And for what it was, I didn't say it was my business. I just stopped the car, rolled down the window, and made a noise. And it's none of your business, none of your business. So I cut her off quick. I'm like, ma'am, for what it is, it actually is my business for the fact that you're in public. You're in a public parking lot. I went on to tell her, if you were inside of the car acting like a fool with the rest of these hoes, and I knocked on your window or opened up your door, then I would be out of line. It's not my business. It's everybody's business in the vicinity of this fucking parking lot, and truthfully a parking lot down, because we can hear you over there. It is, I put money, if a cop came over here and tried to rectify this situation and calm y'all niggas down, y'all will swear that the cops harassing you. They would say that the cops harassing they ignorant asses. If you could though, if you see children around or walking around, could you not curse around them? Because I'm pretty sure their parents don't respect that and they don't appreciate that. I'm like, but I know you're gonna do what you want to do because y'all want to portray this, and y'all been doing it damn 15 minutes right in front of us. So go ahead and commence, keep doing what y'all doing. Looked at them, roll up the window, and I rolled off. And it was funny because you had to go out of the exit and go to a red light. And then as I'm at the red light, maybe 5 cars in front of me, I'm looking over at them because then, boom, they're on my left side. I'm looking over at them, and all 4 of them are just looking at the car, not saying a word. They're just looking at the car just like, lockjaw. But my thing is, to everybody, first I'm going to say this. Tommy Sotomayor, thank you for your video content. I've been aware of, I'm not even going to say the black community. I've been aware of my surroundings and my community and the ignorance in my community. And I've always felt a certain way about certain things. And I've always looked at ignorance in public. I always look down on it. And so for what it is, a lot of things in your videos, I've been thinking and saying the exact same shit for at least 10 years. Even when I was back in high school, when I saw niggas acting like niggas, I looked at that shit and I'm just like, God. But I'm like, to each his own. But for every one of the motherfuckers that are coming out the woodworks trying to discredit the brother, trying to turn people against the brother, trying to slander the brother, trying to pretty much put words in his mouth, lie on him, act like he has a different agenda to what he's doing. Fuck them. Because those are the people that you talking about in your videos. But all I got to say, Tommy Sotomayor, keep doing what you're doing. I'm really happy because, like I said, I've been a fan and a subscriber of one of your YouTube channels for some time. I put my girlfriend on to your videos, like whenever you put up new ones and the longer ones, I always make sure that she watches them with me. And truthfully, under my consent, certain videos that you put up, if they're not too brutally honest, I'm gonna have my daughter watch them too, because that on the way home, I gave her a breakdown of why I stopped and made monkey noises to the 4 ignorant bitches acting like monkeys. Shout out Tommy Sotomayor. Who are you? Beer Drink Shouty.